guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chanel. Today's video is going to be another try a chapter vlog video sort of thing, you know, as I really enjoyed the last one that I did. I will link that down below for you to go and watch if you want to go and watch that. But yeah, I really enjoy doing it. It was so much fun. So yeah, I have got some more books here that I want to try to read the chapter to see if I like them. And yeah, these are all books that I've got from subscription boxes as well. The two paperback books that I've got here, I've got them both in a box of stories subscription box I did, and they did have two more books in that box, but I already read one of them and I got rid of it. And yeah, it's basically the other two books that I had in that box. I already unhauled them years ago, so there you go. And then the two hardbacks that I've got here are from Love My Read as well. So yeah, and these are the books that I'm looking to read today. Well, try a chapter of it anyway. So yeah, I have got two thrillers mystery books here, and then two romances, sort of romance contemporary books I have. So yeah, I am looking forward to be reading all of these. I am. So yeah, that I have got here is The Marriage Contract by Katee Robert. I do believe this is the Katee Robert that writes Neo Gods and also the Wicked Villain series, you know, with all the Disney villains like Hades, Ursula, Beauty and the Beast, all of that, Jafar. Yeah, I kind of want to read that series. Haven't got around to it yet, but I will definitely be reading that series soon. Anyway, back to these books here. Yeah, The Marriage Contract. I got this in a book box last year. Yeah, last year it was. In a box of stories. It did come with three other books. I've got one more book here, and the other two books, like I said before, I got rid of them, I unhauled them. I did. So yeah. This one is in a series. This is book one in the series. So it says, oh God, if I can say these names, Tegan O'Malley. Malley hates almost everything associated with his family's name. So when his father orders him to marry Priscilla Sheridan to create a business alliance, Tegan's ready to tell his dad exactly where he can stuff his millions. But then Tegan actually meets his new fiance, sees the bruises on her neck and the fight still left in her big blue eyes, and vows he will do anything in his power to protect her. Everyone knows that O'Malley's have a dangerous reputation, but Sally wasn't aware just what that meant until she saw Tegan, the embodiment of lawful grace and cold power. His slightest touch sizzles through her, but the closer they get, the more trouble they're in, because Callie's keeping a dark secret, and what Tegan doesn't know could get him killed. Like, that just sounds so good, and I really want to read it. And it's, can I just, like, you can see, like, it's so floppy. Like, look at it. Like look, so fluffy. Sorry. Yeah, this, the marriage contract. It sounds so good, so good, and I can't wait to read the first chapter of this. I really can't, and yeah, I really can't wait to read it. So yeah, that's one book. The next book that I have got here is another a box of stories. It was in the same box of what the previous book was in, and yeah, that is Little Big Love by Katie Regan. So yeah. This is, I think it's romance, maybe contemporary. It is so I know that this is about a little boy trying to find his dad and trying to figure out why his mum and dad split up. That's what I think it is. That's what I remember reading from the blurb last year anyway. It says Liam Jones is the love of Juliet's life. He was her brother's best friend first, then the father of her son. In those shining weeks after Zach was born, she'd never been happier and never had Liam, until the night he disappears without a trace. Zach is now 10 and collects facts. Octopus have 3 hearts. The world's heaviest man weighed over 100 stone. Only 3 species of animals have a blue tongue. The one piece of information he really wants for is the truth about why his father left. His family refused to talk about that night, but when Juliet eventually admits to him that Liam is the only man she's ever loved, Zach decides to find him and give his mum a second chance at happy ever after. After all, nothing can stand in the way of true love, or can it? Like, it sounds so cute and nice, and it sounds like there is going to be an adventure in this, and yeah, I can't wait to read this. I really can't wait to read this, and this sounds so good. So yeah, I can't wait. I really cannot wait to read this. I really can't. So yeah, Little Big Love. It sounds so good. Okay, next book that I've got here is 12 Secrets by Robert Gould. This one is from a subscription box, a different subscription box. It's not from a box of stories. This one is from Love My Read. Yeah, and God, this sounds good. When I was reading it, I got this year, I believed. Yeah, I did. I got this year, sometime at the beginning of the year. It says Ben Harper's life changed forever the day his older brother Nick was murdered by 2 classmates. It was a crime that shocked the nation and captivated Ben's family and their idyllic hometown, Hadilla, into the spotlight. 12 years on, Ben is one of the best investigators oh my god, my words has just left me. Journalists in the country and settle back in Hedlin, thanks to the support of its close-knit community. But then a fresh murder case shines new light on his brother's death and throws suspicion on those closest to him. Ben is about to discover that Hedlin, no one is as they seem. Everyone has something to hide, and someone will do anything to keep the truth buried. That sounds so good. Yeah, can't wait to read this. This is part of a series, it is, and this is the first book in the series, it is. And yeah, I can't wait to get to this one and read it. I really can't. I really want to read this sometime this year. I really do want to get to this one before next year. I really do. So yeah, hopefully I can. So that's the third book. And the last book that I've got here is The Maid by Netta Primrose. Yeah, this was so amazing. I want to read this so badly right now. Yeah, I got this in another Love My Read box at the beginning of the year, as this is a 2022 release. This was a 2022 release as well. So yeah, I managed to get both of them. So yeah, this one sounds so great. It says, Molly the maid is all alone in the world and a nobody. She's used to being invisible in her job at the Regency Grand Hotel, plumping pillows and wiping away grime, dust and secrets of the guests passing through. She's just a maid. Why should anyone take notice? But Molly is thrown into the spotlight when she discovers an infamous guest, Mr. Black, very dead in his bed. This isn't a mess that can be easily cleaned up, and as Molly becomes embroiled in the hunt for the truth, throwing the clues, whispering in the hallways, she discovers a power she's never knew was there. She's just a maid, but what can she see that others overlook? Like that. Sounds so good, and I really cannot wait to get to this one and read it. I really cannot wait to get to this one and read it. Yeah, absolutely cannot wait to get to this one. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, Lisa Jewell put a review here. Smart, revitalizing and deliciously refreshing. Okay. Beautiful written, an intriguing mystery, and a colourful cast of friends and sloth. The maze sparkles with wit and tension. It sounds really good. I can't wait to get to this one. So yeah, they are the books that I'm going to be trying out in this video. Once I've read the first chapter, like I did in my other video, I'm going to like rank them and put them in like the position what I think are like the most interesting books to the least interesting books. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So let's go. What one am I going to start with first? Don't know. I think I'm going to start with The Maid first. Yeah, I'm going to start with The Maid first. That's the first book I'm going to read. So, let's read the first chapter. Yeah, let's see. Doesn't look that long. Oh, there is a prologue that I have to read. What is a page as well? So I will read that. If there's any books with prologues, I will be reading that as well. So yeah, Dust Jacket is off. Oh my god, that is so terrifying. Oh my god, it's completely white. Oh, terrifying. Anyway, I'm going to be reading now. I'm going to get comfy and read the first chapter, and I will be back with you in a minute. Bye. The Maid. That first chapter, oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I love it. Jumped right in. First chapter, oh yes, great chapter. Yeah, so we found Molly. Molly was basically just talking about herself, and yeah, basically talking about herself, how she has to clean places every single day and blah blah blah. And yeah, there were some other bits like some from her past about her gran saying stuff, and what one of the things says was true. If you love your job, then you won't actually work a day in your life. That's what her gran said. And yeah, and we jump straight into it, don't we? Oh god. First chapter, Molly is on her way cleaning through her rooms that is assigned to her, and then she ends up going up to the suite, the luxury suite room where Mr. Black is. She walks in, she discovers him dead in his bed. Like, that's how it ends, and it's oh my god, it's so good, so good. I really did enjoy that. Can't wait to read this completely. Yeah, I love it. So yeah, The Maid. Let me see. I don't know where obviously up there I'm going to be ranking this at the moment. So let me read another book and see where that is. I'm going to be reading Little Big Love next. I think I'm going to be reading this one next, I think. So yeah, let's see where this one will go. Has this got a prologue? Yeah, it has got a prologue as well. It's got a letter prologue. Okay, that's cool. I can do that. Let's go. Hi. I've just read the first chapter of Little Big Love, and this was really interesting, to be totally honest. It actually was really interesting. I really did enjoy this. I kind of actually enjoyed this a little bit more than The Maid. So far, I would have to say it goes like this: Little Big Love and then The Maid. Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I actually do want to continue reading it right now. Yeah. So basically in the first chapter you basically meet Zach, that's a little boy, and he's basically trying to find his dad. He's written a letter to his dad. He has sent that off, and then yeah, he's at the moment in the first chapter he's met his friend. He's there with his friend called Tegan. Is it Tegan? Tegan? I don't know. Tegan, and yeah, they are basically at the moment playing a game, leaning out the window, playing Top Trumps for Dad. And basically they are watching all the men that walk past the window, past their house, and basically rating them, see which one will be the best dad. And it's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny. And that fact that came up, I really do need to check that out. There's only 3 animals in the world that has blue tongues. It was a choo-choo dog, a blue-tongued lizard, and a black bear. Now, I know that the blue-tongued lizard has got one because I've obviously seen pictures of it, but I've never heard of a choo-choo dog, so I definitely need to see what that is. And a black bear, I didn't think a black bear would have a blue tongue. I thought it would have a pink tongue like us, like pink, you know, but it doesn't have a pink tongue. It has a blue tongue. I really do have to check that out to say now. That is really annoying me. But no, this is really good and really cute and sweet, and oh, I just love it. Just love it so much. So yeah, let's see what the next book is that I'm going to read. The next book that I'm going to read, the first chapter of, is The Marriage Contract by Katie Roberts. So yeah, let's see what this one's like. This one doesn't have no prologue, so it's just jumping straight in. So yeah, I'll catch you back in a minute. Hi. Yeah. This, The Marriage Contract by Katie Roberts, is really good. Really good. It gives me what is it, 365 days vibe. Like, if you've seen that show on Netflix, movie on Netflix, that's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Yeah, that was really, really good. I really actually enjoyed that. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Well, I was really confused at first. I thought, why is Callie going to meet this Brandon person? I thought she was meant to meet Tegan. And then it explained itself a little bit more like longer in the chapter. Yeah. So she was in the first chapter. It goes that she was arranged marriage sort of like thing for this Brandon person, but they never met and everything, and then she wanted to go and meet him, so she decided to sneak into this strip club based pub thing, whatever you want to call it, and she managed to get in there, and she was dressing up as a hooker, and yeah, she managed to get in and go and find Brandon, and yeah, what she saw was very scary to her, and she did not like it, and she wanted to get out because what she saw was terrifying, and it was abuse. What she saw, sexual abuse. Yeah. And then he noticed that she was in the room, turned around, went to get her, and there's a commotion, fighting thing, and then bang, the gun went off and she shot him. Ha! And then later on it went on, and then she met Tegan, and then they now got engaged, and yeah, it's really good, and yeah, I really like that. I would say it's like that at the moment. I would say this is how I would be planning it, like this. So yeah. Last ones that I've got now is 12 Secrets by Robert Gold, that I'm going to be reading now. So yeah, I'll catch you back in later. Hi guys, yeah, I'm coming in with this. Obviously I finished, let me stop this again. Hi. Yep, as you can see, I've changed location, just a quick change location for this video instead of just being a plain white wall behind me. But yeah, 12 Secrets by Robert Gold. I've read this. I read the first chapter anyway, and I really did enjoy this. I really did. I did like this. It wasn't as interesting. I know which way. Hang on. I know which way I will be putting these books, or in what order. This is my least favourite. Yeah, this is my least favourite book. It is. So it would go this one, then The Maid, then Little Big Love, and then The Marriage Contract. I think, yeah, that's the way it would go. Like, most interested to least interesting. That's the way I would put this. So yeah. With 12 Secrets, I'm putting that down, it's too heavy for me to hold. With 12 Secrets, with that first chapter, it was actually quite interesting. It didn't really go into much detail. Yeah, it didn't give us much detail about the story at all. It was just basically, you basically just saw Ben sitting in his office, being bored out of his head, basically being bored and mucking around on his computer, and then talking to his boss afterwards. And his boss is trying to get him to write his story of what actually happened when his brother got murdered. But Ben's like, no, I'm not writing about it at all. I don't want to, because if I start writing it, then it will bring up stuff, and then people will know, and people will come to me and say stuff to me like, oh, we are sorry for your loss, then how do you do that? And then they start praying me, like, and he said that he doesn't want all of that. And the last sentence that his boss says, oh good, that did interest me. It says, if you don't write it, somebody else's will, and I won't be able to stop what they say. And exactly at that moment, the first thing that popped in my head was the killer. It was the killer. But yeah, anybody could write about his story, like anybody could. But yeah, out of all of these, that was the least interesting book. Yeah, but I'm definitely going to get to these books as soon as I can. Yeah, definitely am going to. And I actually really did enjoy this again. I absolutely love this try a chapter tag. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it so much. It's so much fun to do, and it also pushes me to actually read these books that I've got on my shelves. Like, it actually does pushes me, and I love it. I love it so much doing this. So you will be seeing another one of these in the future. I don't know what books I'm going to do. I can do a full romance one, so I can pick 4 romance books or 5 romance books if you want. I can do more thriller ones, so I've got loads of thriller. I've got middle grade that I can do. I've got a small collection of horror books, but they are mainly Stephen King. But yeah, I have got some historical fiction one if you was interested in that. But no, mainly subjects that I've got is, I always have to say, thriller, romance, and then contemporary is what I have got the most of, I would have to say. So yeah, if you are interested in me doing any more of these videos, please let me know down below in the comments. And if you do want to see a specific gen, just focus on one gen, let me know as well on what gen that would be, and I will try my best to do that. And yeah, if you did like the video, give it a like, and if you want to see more bookish ones from me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified. But I will see you in the next one. Bye!